Look at the time. It's time for another video. Good day to you, my fellow adventurers throughout time and space. It is I, the Cowardly Time Lord, went back to Let's Play Breath of Fire 3. Anyways, I did do the fishing off screen, and I actually remember there's one more item that we can eventually get with the bear Andy. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know if I've got enough. I might have to come back here. I'm not certain. Let's actually just check to see if there's any nearby. And if I do need to come back, I'll come back when I get the spanner. Or the angling rod. Therefore, I get first. The angling rod is the rod with the longest reach in the game, and the spanner is the strongest rod. Except for the master rod, which you get through... Okay, you know those the points you get after you get each fish? Those only affect a few things throughout the entire game. One is getting the Master Gyato. The other is getting the fat frogs, I think. No. It's getting a fishing lure. No, king frogs. King frogs is the fishing lure you get by, getting enough points. I think it's... I forget how much it is. But anyways, after getting a certain amount of... Oh, I need more black bass. Oh, I didn't realize that. But yeah, you get the king frogs, and the, he'll give you 3 items depending on how many fishing minigame points you've gotten, which are, king frogs, master rod, and the fountain pen. I've gotten enough points to get the master rod in one of my many playthroughs of this game, but I never actually went back and got it. It's a certain character that we have not been introduced to yet. Will be a while. It's still quite a few episodes before I even get to show off the character. But yeah, eventually he will give us the, thing. Anyways, I'm gonna go through Ogre Road, do the fishing, and meet you back up here. Okay. Be back in a bit. Oh yeah, just thought I'd do this. See, the Cutsum Blogger is... it's better than the Feather Sword by quite a bit. It will be for a while, that's why I got it for Ray. No other reason. Is I'm not using Ray until a little bit after the next proper dungeon of the game. Because I don't want him to gain any levels without being apprenticed under a master, blah blah blah. Also, I realized a better way to handle what I'm about to do, so we'll do that. Okay, now I'm gonna fish in this fishing spot, because as you recall, it has the black bass I need to get the laurel. So I'll fish for a few black bass, go over Mount Levette before I continue back to not being paused. I mean, resume play. Whatever. But yeah, I just want to prove to you, like, you can never walk through past Mount Levette here. You have to always walk over it. Until you get the teleporters opened. That's not for a little bit. In fact, Ray's next master will be, well, Ray's the master I put Ray underneath will be available to be gotten once the teleporters open up, and then a little bit of story progression happens. It's a little confusing. Anyways, back to pausing. Anyways, here we are on the other side of Mount Levette. Now I'm gonna check out the fairy village just to see if anything has happened at all. It's not based on amount of time passed, otherwise most definitely something would have changed in the fairy village. It's based off of number of battles. which I don't know if I've fought enough battles for anything to change yet. It's sort of a weird minigame to introduce when you're basically halfway through the game's story, is one where you're building up a village based on the amount of battles. You're halfway through the game. It's kind of a little late. Anyways, we can go through the Jarl Road. We can go past Mount Murnig. But we get stopped at Eggnog. Also, I'm just gonna heal Nina. Even though there's nothing dangerous on Eggnog, this was an early game area, but still, just didn't feel like going through it. And then, yeah. You need to use the Eastern Bridge, right? But this time, I don't think Daddy, the king, will let me go. He thinks it's your fault I ran away the first time, Ryu. But I have an idea. Ryu, you broke up the black market mafia, right? All you need is one more feather in your cap, and even he will have to admit you are a real hero. Except that isn't actually the plan that Nina goes with, which leads to everything falling apart. Remember the plant where they grow the vegetables using Chrism energy? And she also doesn't tell us the whole truth here, with the fact of they believe that Ryu kidnapped Nina all those years ago, as well as Gar. So maybe showing up with Gar and Ryu is not the best idea ever. Looks like there's something funny going on there lately. I've been thinking we need to check it out, so... Why don't you help me? I'm sure the king will forgive you if you help me solve this problem, right? Really? Great! Let's go then. The plant's down the road to the east. Yes, we remember where it is. Oh no, look how threatening it is. Four-eye goose. Anyways, we do want to actually head back into Windia, because there's a mini game we can start. Yay! More mini games! I'm actually getting tired of them. This. Remember these kids? They look kind of different now that they're adults. Because this one's balding, this one's fat. The girls look both alright, but... Yeah, it's those kids that we played hide and seek with forever ago. Wait a minute. You want to challenge us to a game of hide and seek? Don't you? Yes, we do, actually. That's what I thought. Okay, but we're not just kids anymore. We won't just hide here in Windia, but all over the world. For example, I'll hide somewhere in the northwest, where there's lots of strong men. And I'll hide someplace close. I'll go to that place that smells like oil. I wonder where I should go. I know. I'll hide at the place that connects this world with that world. Come and find me. So, what do you think? Don't worry, we'll make it worth the trouble to find us. You don't need any more hints, do you? Nope. Ready. How did they say ready? They have telepathic communication. I wouldn't actually be surprised. Also, if you do need more hints, you have to find at least one of them. The first one is actually hiding in here, believe it or not. The one that said I'd hide place someplace close by, which is possibly the worst hint. But, you know, it's interesting. He's hiding in the graveyard. What a horrible place to play hide and seek. Well, I mean, on the other hand, if it's broad daylight, it doesn't sound too terrible. No, that one's the treasure chest. He's behind that stone there, that one. That one. I'll show you as soon as... Moon. Also, yeah, when Ryu powers up a spell now, I think I pointed out, but he's hami-hami-hing, or whatever the thing is. Anyways, back behind here. There you are. Shucks, you found me. I guess I shouldn't have hidden so close. Yeah. So now that we've gotten that taken care of, we can head to the plant. I'm only using fire spells because they're actually very resistant to magic, but they're impossible to hit with physical attack. Well, they're not impossible to hit with physical attacks, which is why pretty soon when we counter the stronger versions of the Nutmen, called the Bolt Men. Very funny. And there's actually 4 types of Bolt Men, while there were only 3 types of Nutmen. There's the Bolt, which is like a nut troop. There is the Bolt Archer, you know, like a nut archer. The Bolt Mage, which is like the nut mage. And finally, there is it's just a different color of the Bolt Mage, but it's known as the Bolt Lord. It's a bit of a powerful enemy, but nothing too special. Let's head to the plant, shall we? But first, Nina, your these are being removed. Actually, Gar, you need to remove the Archimedes cap. What else should I put on Gar? Anyways, yes, we're here looking for Momo. This is where Momo lives now. But what happened to I don't know if you remember him, but the creepy old director Palette, who was actually a mad scientist and an evil villain who wanted to get rid of us because we found out about the mutant plant in the disposal area. Next time we enter the plant, there will be a very annoying minigame, just so you know, that will require Pecco. Which is why a lot of people might use Pecco in the next dungeon. But I am telling you, don't use Pecco. It's not that Pecco isn't good. You can, if you want to, you can turn Pecco into the best character, without a doubt. But this This reactor doesn't have enough pressure. If we don't get the valve turned up soon, we'll never see another Half-Life or Portal again. Terrible. Anyways, right, honey? What do you think? Huh? Oh, the parts I asked for. Just put them down over there. Whoops, not the parts. Sorry. Yeah, everyone's just like, oh. What is it, honey? I can't play with you right now. Who are those people? Friends of yours? What? Ryu? Oh. Ryu! It is really Ryu? It's been so long. Yet you haven't changed a bit. Hold on just a minute. I've got to finish this first. Yeah, probably for the best so it doesn't blow up. You've sure gotten big, haven't you? Boy, how many years has it been since you died at Angel Tower? Momo, you're a brilliant scientist character, but you really aren't smart. Huh? It's funny. It's Momo's the correct kind of I'm a smart character, but I'm not aware of things. Hmm? Guard tried to kill Ryu because he thought he was an evil dragon? But actually you don't know if the Brood are evil or not? So you're going to meet God to ask? I don't really know anything about the Brood. All I really understand are machines. Sorry. Momo? What about the plant? What's wrong with it? Oh, yeah. Listen. The director, Palette, is missing. And the plant's falling apart. Bad crops are the least of our problems. If we don't do something soon, something awful could happen. Mutants appearing, a Chrism reactor overload, just about anything could happen. The only one who knows what's really going on is Palette. It's confusing. It's like they both wanted it to be that Palette's been missing since we were last here, and also that he only recently went missing for other bits of what's currently happening. You know, it's weird. Well then, we have to find him and ask him what to do. I guess. He sometimes disappears for a while. Like, see? But I've heard he never goes too far. You mean you might know where he is? Let's go look for him then, Momo. Okay, honey. Momo, join the party. Do-do-do. And then we get the thing where it's like, oh, what about Pecco? So, what were you doing here, Momo? Well, after we all broke up at the tower, I thought I would study Pecco some more. So I returned to Windia with him. But I wasn't able to handle it by myself. So I came here, thinking I could ask Director Palette to help me. Pecco? Pecco is here? Yeah, over to the east there's a place where there's a tree called Yggdrasil. The tree... whatever. I keep on saying it and it's getting tiresome. Lately, Pecco has been spending all his time there. He's always over there playing by that tree. Pecco was born here. So maybe he knows something? I mean, he can't talk or anything. But if you want to bring him along, the tree is east of the plant. Oh, I didn't equip Momo, have I? Too late now, this scene's already started. Yggdrasil. A legendary tree, said to be the embodiment of an ancient sage who taught the world the meaning of true wisdom. Enshrouded in green, a wing all who view its majesty. It has been a symbol of faith to all as the holy guardian of the forest for untold ages. This is the place. This is where Pecco likes to hang out. Pecco? That's funny. I thought I heard someone talking. Yes, it is I, Pecco. Pukui? Did you just say something? Puku? I can understand him about as much as I understand a tree or a flower. And they don't talk. Anyway, come on, Pecco. We're going to go check out the plant where you were born. Cool. Pecco, join the party. And now we, for the first time ever, have a full roster. Switching Pecco in just so I can learn some new stuff for Momo from Yggdrasil here. Also, I'm gonna fix up Momo with the Archimedes cap and the Ring of Fire. You've come back. It looks like you're putting my wisdom to good use. Very well. Let me teach you something else useful. Momo learned Sanctuary. Yes. I'm gonna go through this real quick. I'm actually gonna have to check. I think I might have gotten all the spells from Yggdrasil now. Which means Momo's gonna gonna study under Delonzo temporarily. If that's the case. Oh, I'll talk to all the party members now as well. Might as well. Look at Master List. Yggdrasil is finished. Yay. What does Ray have to say? What's an onion doing walking around like that? Mutant? What's that? Ray, your voice keeps on changing because I'm terrible at remembering voices and how to do them. With everyone helping me like this, I'll be finished in no time.
It's funny, isn't it? How we all ended up together again.
It's not that funny, Gar. We were purposefully looking for each other this time around. It's not like... Okay. I wonder where Director Pallet went, though. Leaving the plant like this. Pooey pooey? It looked like he was talking. Must have been my imagination. Calling Ryu in this game a silent protagonist is a little bit dumb. Anyways, I'm gonna apprentice Momo under Delonzo. Still gonna keep the Ring of Fire on her for now. Then I'm gonna go back over Mount Levette, past Ogre Road, back up to the Donna region to take care of a few little things. Now, if you don't remember, this is Delonzo, and the reason why I always apprentice under Delonzo is because Delonzo has that accuracy up ability, which is so helpful. Oh, and I should probably go over some of the more unique spells that Yggdrasil gives. Sanctuary dispels all support magic. That it isn't dispel. It isn't like the spell Dispel from the Final Fantasy series, because it dispels not just your magic, it dispels everyone's. Recall, yeah, it casts a random magic spell. Not fun when an enemy uses it on you, but not so good when you use it on an enemy. And shield. Anyways, now back to what I said I would do before I resumed. Here we are, back at this trading shop to get the laurel. Yeah, it weighs nothing and has decent defense. That's the reason why I want it. It's got one more defense than the gold hairpin. And it weighs, well, nothing. So, yeah, it goes on Momo. And now we head for the Donna Mine. I'll let this video run a little long. Yeah, we have to go actually back inside there where we fought battles for, well, both finding the guy who stupidly enough went in here. Kill the giant roach quickly. Because it can douse us in gasoline, like I mentioned before. And actually, I want the fire slug to use fire breath right now. Oh, no, guess it won't have the chance to. This actually might be one of the largest dungeons in the game, realistically speaking. That and the next one. Like, you know, just in terms of sheer amount of rooms and size. What? Oh, then there's the final dungeon, of course, which is humongous. But, you know. Sort of just a thing. What did we come all this way for? And blast over this wall to get the coupons. The most powerful accessory in the game, depending on what your opinion is of it. Handy when shopping. I don't know how much it reduces the price of all items in the game, but it reduces the price of all items in the game by a fair amount. I think it might be like 20% off all items in the game when you have them equipped. On the character you're talking to in the shop, though, that's the one issue. Now we actually have to go back down to B3. Yeah, you have to do quite a bit of backtracking if you want to complete the hide and seek minigame. Luckily, from here on out, we won't have to go into any more areas with battles to find these guys. See, not a very clever hiding spot. How'd you manage to find me? Okay, I lose. See you back in Windia. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna get back out of here, get all the way back to the plant, and enter the fairy village by the plant. I'll just meet you there. Or no, I have to meet you back in Sin City first. Okay, meet you there. Just want to show you this real quick. Okay, entering Sin City. This is the guy we want to talk to. Weapons, armor, you name it, I got it. Because it's back in business. Okay, see the prices of everything. Now, let's do a simple thing of coupons. Weapons, armor, you name it, I got it. That's a discount. A nice little discount. We're gonna get silver mail in the next dungeon for free. But see, it's slightly better than the gold hairpin. The laurel. I didn't get one for Nina because we'll come across one for Nina on the next dungeon, but just afterwards. Also, I probably won't be using Nina for the rest of the game, but I still buy her new equipment in case well, mostly for one situation where it forces her into your party, it's easy to forget that it did that, and then you encounter really tough enemies. I think Ray already has the best stuff, but might as well check, and Pekka as well. No harm in checking. See if they can get anything better. Yeah, the coupons are really useful, except for the fact that you need to remember to put on your accessory that's actually good for when you're in battle. One of my many gems. You can find them. Don't sell anything else that appears valuable, except for the plate. I think I already mentioned that. The plate will never increase in value, same as the gems. The rest of the stuff that it says appears valuable, there will eventually be an antique dealer shop, which means you sell them anything that appears valuable and get a lot of coin. It's too late in the game by the time that rolls around, pretty much. I mean, it's at a point where you need the money, but it's pretty close to the end of the game, so. And it's totally optional because, it's part of the fairy village. Anyways, meet you back at the plant. Yes, now we head to the field of the flowers. Once again, Probably with everything I've done, at least something's got to have happened. Two new fairies, and the culture level keeps on growing. That's good. Let's see what good these fairies are. Yeah, I know what to do. Yes. You should probably start clearing. You can start clearing. Where's... Yeah, that's actually probably for the best. How I have things set up right now, because I already put these two on working on the culture. Once that culture is up to 7, then I will be able to just let this village grow on its own. The clearing is very important, though, and once the clearing starts happening, then I can start building. Because you can't build unless there's land to build on, and currently there's no available land. Except for the beach, which you'd think would be the most logical place to build houses. But no. Anyways, this looks like a good place to end off for today's episode. So, this is the Cowardly Time Lord signing off and saying, have a good day, or whatever time it is wherever you are. In the next episode, we shall enter the plant and start looking for Director Pallet. Question is, shall we find him? And if we shall, what condition shall he be in? Anyways, until then, bye-bye now.